909-797-7291.
One more time.
909-797-7291.
And do you still do banquets and weddings and all that good stuff?
No, we're kind of backing out of that. That's all changed. We're concentrating more on the commercial rental business and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Although we have some people we work with on a weekend basis now and again that want to have a system for a party on the weekend. They can call and we can tell them what it would cost and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But we're concentrating on our commercial rentals.
And that's good. And one more thing I wanted to ask you, because time is slipping away so rapidly.
It is?
We need more hours. We need more hours. We need 2 or 3 hours. I hope
Knowing you, yes.
Yes. Now, when you talked about all of this, if somebody asked you and they wanted 2 answers to the one question, 2 answers, one
Two
question,
answers.
right? If somebody was about ready to start their own business, right?
Yeah.
What are the 2 most important things that person ought to do?
A lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
And I always recommend try to do something you love.
Bingo.
If you don't love it, you're not going to be good at it. Or every day that you go to work, you're going to just say, I hate this, but I got to do it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do a lot of things for the money, but that doesn't last in the long run if you want to be really successful. Do your homework. Do something you love. Probably start small if you can. Follow my 21st century rules. Try not to sell anything, supply services, or rent something. I don't care if you're supplying a service, you're renting your time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're renting. It all comes under rent. Try to work from home. Don't engineer yourself so you have to have a whole bunch of employees that get paid whether you make money or not. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. You got to make money first or the business doesn't last. I started from home and luckily grew slowly from there and built the business out of the money that came in the business. The other interesting thing is, and I've been around a while, and I've talked to a lot of successful business people, and I remember years ago asking, how did you make all the money you did in business? You're known as a fairly wealthy guy. I mean, not a billionaire or anything like that, but well-to-do, live in a nice house and have the money to do what they want. How did you do that? You must have made all this money in business. They said, are you kidding? I started this business on a shoestring over the years. I slowly grew it. I was able to put my kids through school, high school, college, whatever. I lived better than the average person because I was a businessman. The only other way is to be a professional of some type, lawyer, doctor, whatever.
Or Indian chief.
Or Indian chief. They make all the money. But anyway, we know how that goes. That's why I don't gamble. But anyway, what they told me, though, was you got to be kidding. I didn't make a lot of money in the business, but luckily I bought the property when I started my business, and I owned the building and the land. 30 years later, when I was ready to retire, some of them would tell me, I closed the business because it changed.
Mm-hmm.
It was others told me I sold it for $1.298, but I sold a property for $10 million.
Bingo.
So the key is, if you have to have a location, or sooner or later if you go into one, buy the property. Over the long term of history, property always goes up. And you slowly pay it off. If it didn't go off, you'd slowly pay it off. And 20, 30 years later, when you're ready to retire, that's where the money is.
Okay.
That's the big chunk.
So that's what they need to know.
Yes.
Right. Okay, your phone number one more time.
909-797-7291.
And happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh,
Yes.
God, don't sing it, please.
Now, Jesse.
Hey, guys.
Jesse is in the house.
There's your song.
Here
And
we go.
it's Jesse's anniversary, too, here, boys and girls.
My phone's better than yours.
We all know iPhones are way better. Let's get real now. I'm just kidding. I do like your phone, though.
He just got a new toy.
It looks like a flat screen.
You're going to destroy him like that?
No, did you hear what he told me? He said, your phone's better than mine. Or his phone's better than mine. I said,
No, I
let's
think
get
mine's
rid-
bigger than yours.
Oh, Lord. All right,
See where you
boys.
went with that?
Okay.
He has the iPhone. I have the Samsung.
I have the
S3.
the newest iPhone out. Let's correct
But
that.
that's
I'm
got,
just
nothing, it's
kidding.
got nothing on
And
it.
that
Look
will
at this.
be-
Look at how pretty this
And
is.
It
guys,
is nice. It's
Hello?
really nice.
You bet it's nice.
Sorry.
hello.
Oh, the host is here. There's a host on this show.
Okay, now listen,
There's
boys.
even a board up
Stop
that
arguing.
tells jokes.
Stop arguing about who has the
B-O-R-E-D.
best phone. Because I'll tell you, in another week, they're going to be obsolete.
There's gonna be new
So-
phones.
I know, he said
New
so.
phones, right.
It's going to be like
Okay.
the iPhone 6.
Yeah. Now, Jesse, honey, please tell the beginning of your story because for a person your age,
Thank you.
have
6 years old.
right.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
have,
heard that. I'm 6 years old.
You have
Add
packed
a 2 in front of that.
right. You packed so much, and the time frame that you started your business. I mean, mazel tov to you. I am so impressed. And Jesse now belongs to all of us at the station, and he is our godchild. We watch
you.
over him. Yes.
I
So,
appreciate that.
how did you get
I
started?
didn't get a
now?
vote in this.
Who? Do you get to vote on this? As long as it comes from Bev, I don't give a about everybody else.
Thank you, darling. Okay.
Like he said, he belongs to us. No, he belongs to her. He's her slave. He's going to have him do work for her or something. I don't know.
No.
Despite what she told you, it's just a slave.
Anyway, back to
Yeah.
business.
Yes, back to business.
Okay, so I started when I was in college. I was doing a lot of my research and kind of, pre-planning for business and stuff. And so I would assist different wardrobe stylists, celebrity wardrobe stylists. I would assist what I wanted to be. So I'd build these relationships with different celebrity stylists, different designers, and kind of get a feel of that. And I started my brand, Jessie J Collections. It's basically a fashion style house, and I design. So it's a mixture of the two. And I started from nothing, basically. Like, I put myself through college. I started my business on my own. Everything, it's still growing and it's still going. But like from starting to nothing, it was just. At first, it was just like a dream and a thought, and then it turned into reality. And I grew this business, and now I don't know. It's really you could just ask me questions because I'm just going to keep talking.
Yes, and you know what also is amazing is when I first met you and we were talking on the phone.
Yes, exactly. Right? That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
now,
almost
Time
3 years
That
ago.
was when you were 4 or 3.
Yeah, and I hope I don't embarrass you, but when Jesse was going to school, to design school, and to get himself through college, he was a bartender, boys and girls. Did you know that? He was working and going to school at the same time, which a lot of young people are doing right now.
Yeah.
Like my grandson, Michael Anthony, he's doing the same thing. He's working and he's getting himself through school. Now, for all the young people,
yes,
right, from 18 to 30,
exactly.
That's a group we're talking about right now. What would you tell somebody if they have an idea and they want to start a business? What do they do? What did you do?
I, first and foremost, I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I'm obsessed with what I do. I don't call it a job. I call it a career. There's a big difference. When you choose what you do in life, you got to make sure you're passionate and you love it. Otherwise, like Rich said, you wouldn't. It won't happen, Since I'm so dedicated and devoted to what I do, things pop off, Like, it was once a thought, hey, I want to be a celebrity stylist. Doesn't everybody in the fashion industry want to be a celebrity stylist? I want to be a designer. Doesn't everybody? My point is, like, you just need to really love what you do and be very passionate about it and just, and you can be successful. Everybody, no matter if you come from money or no money, like, you could just build, Oprah, like, the most successful, wealthy people come from no money. So I do appreciate that nobody paid for my way through college and nobody helped me. It made me more who I am today, and nobody could take that from me. Nobody could take anything from me. And
Right.
I only take in consideration, like, optimistic thoughts and stuff. Anything negativity, I don't even care. So don't even waste my time.
That's it. And then also why we're on it, because I see the light of flashing really quick.
Yes.
You have a tour coming up.
Yes, I have tour. We figured out we leave February 15th. We were supposed to leave in January, but they started pre-production of the filming of the reality show up north. So we did a couple photo shoots up there with the guys and kind of pre-planning. It's a lot. Like, tour was a lot of planning, and my aspect was only the fashion, costuming, wardrobe aspect of it. So everything else that happened behind, contracts and all this, and there was a lot of stuff behind it, so we got delayed, but we're going, and I'm excited, and I can't wait, and I've been ready, so. Yep.
Bev, before you go to the phone, I want to ask him a question.
What's up?
What is this hoodie all about? Yeah.
Hoodie. Okay, so
Staying warm.
I'm an old guy. That scares me.
This week of work was crazy. Like I didn't get sleep like 2 nights. I had to stay up for like 48 hours because I did a segment for KCAA News. The Honor BT Awards were coming up. I shot a commercial for Toyota. Like I had a really rough week. I have not caught up on my sleep. Yesterday was the first night I got to go to sleep. I mean, early in my world. I went to sleep at 2 a.m., but that's early in my world.
So the hoodie helps you sleep?
And no, it just gets. This is my comfort zone. Like a hoodie, sweater. Like you won't catch me in hoodies or dressed not appropriately. Like today, I would say this is my grunge wear. This is like I don't care. I don't feel like putting on fashion.
You're just hiding your hair because you didn't comb it right.
No. Hoodies is just my comfort. It's just it's my layback clothes. Like I mean, if you ask anybody in
mine
the
are pink
world,
sweats.
Yeah, I know they are. So it's just a comfort and relax zone. I'm kind of just like I just need to get caught back on and back to
I
earth.
just want to see if I kid you about that.
And be comfortable, and because when I leave here, it's back to getting ready for tonight's events, and it's just crazy. It's never ending, but I appreciate it. First and foremost, I do appreciate my life, and I love my life.
There you go.
Okay, Bev.
Okay. Now, Joe, I see the light flashing.
Flashing.
And who is it, honey?
We have Sasha from the Goodwill on line 22.
Okay, Sasha, how you doing?
Bev, how you doing?
We're doing good, and welcome to the show, my darling.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to join you.
I know it was a while before we got together. Now we're getting together. Now let's get some gossiping. We talked to Rich about 25 years being in business. Jesse J, from Jesse J Collection, our designer. He's talking about his business for the 6-year season. Now, it's your turn, darling. Let's talk about all the good things. What's going on in the world of the Goodwill?
We've got a lot going on, and congratulations, Jesse, because part of what Goodwill does is we really are about empowering individuals through work, and we encourage entrepreneurship. And even though a lot of our focus is on helping folks get employed, we also support them in their endeavors to start their own businesses.
Very cool.
So, congrats.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So yes, Bev, let's talk about what's happening. So we opened a new store last week in Hawthorne.
Oh, nice.
And it was really exciting because, since we're dishing here, there's a little speculation that Hawthorne, that there was some resistance to opening a new store in Hawthorne, and boy, that was not the case when we showed up. We had a line wrapped around the building. We had over 150 people in line waiting to get into the store.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and, it's a beautiful store. There's some great architectural features, some cool, rafters, and more of a sort of modern industrial-looking facility. So that was really fun. We had tons of shoppers in the store and gave away all kinds of goodies. And, we love a good party, but it really helps us do what we do, which is raise funds so that we can help people advance in their careers and fill their gaps in employment and education and skills so that they can get out there and create sustainable pathways for themselves and their families. So, new store open. We're about to open a new community enrichment center in Gliselle Park. It's at Fletcher Square and San Fernando Road, 130,000 square feet.
You want to say that again?
It is
wow.
130,000 square feet. And it's not a retail store, although finally, after almost 100 years in business, we are opening our flagship retail store and outlet store at that location. But really, the Enrichment Center is about addressing all of the needs of the community. And it's really about bringing together different partners and resources and offering all of our educational and employment services to the community. That community, unfortunately, is really underserved, and